Why is it that Nike can have a copyright to a curved check mark, but you can't have rights to your face? Welcome. This is Topic Tuesday. If you are not familiar with Topic Tuesday, this is basically the time when I get you up to speed on really important topics that you might not be thinking about in the sneaker community, in technology, in fashion, whatever it might be. So today's topic is copyright. So a couple weeks ago, Drake dropped a promotional single for his upcoming album, All for the Dogs, and he had decided to use a photo of Halle Berry, Academy Award winning actress, being slimed at the Teen Nick, I think, Kids' Choice Awards. So let's set the stage, right? He posted like a promo post on his Instagram page, right? And it was a photo of Halle Berry clearly not having a good time getting slimed. Honestly, you could tell, they did not like getting slimed back then. Slime was probably every celebrity's like biggest nightmare if they did anything remotely related to like children's television, because it's up for grabs. Like, that could happen to you. Anyway, so yeah, there's a photo of her being slimed, and of course the upcoming single is called Slime You Out. Now, you can definitely tell Drake is in his savage era. He went from Certified Love Boy, Honestly Nevermind, and then Her Loss. So you can tell that Drake is just in his feelings.
Leave it to light skin.
I'm kidding. So Halle Berry clapped back at Drake for using a photo of her. So according to Halle, Drake did reach out asking for her approval, but she said no. She told him no, and he went and did it anyway. You might be wondering, why doesn't she sue, right? Because some people who were commenting because they were really curious and didn't understand why she was even complaining. So we had one commenter on Twitter who said, "What are your thoughts of Drake using that picture of you for a single?" She said, "When people you admire disappoint you, you have to be the bigger person and move on." Someone else commented, "I would be more upset about the meaning of the pic. Slime you, what does that mean exactly?" And then Halle Berry's like, "Exactly, what does that mean? If only she. And then the last piece was, "You should actually be happy that Champagne Papi made you relevant again. You should actually give him flowers."
What?
First of all, Drake being the one to introduce you to Halle Berry says more about you than Halle Berry. Cause bro, what rock have you been living under for you to not know Halle Berry? That's crazy. Like, you literally missed out on all the X-Men films from the early 2000s. You missed out on Isaiah. You missed out on Catwoman, which was garbage, but a great idea nonetheless. So many. Listen, she deserved an Oscar, but she didn't get the Oscar for the film she deserved it for. Does that make sense? Yeah, so Halle is our girl, right? We respect her, we love her. So in the comment she said she didn't get my permission. That's not cool. I thought better of him. Hence my post today. When people you admire disappoint you, you have to be the bigger person and move on. She said, "He asked me and I said no. That's why I'm mad, right? Why ask if you intend to do what you want to do? That was the F you to me." And she's got a point. But the point of what I'm saying here, though, is Halle Berry, Academy Award winning actress, beloved by many, especially in the black community, bombshell, beautiful, doesn't have rights to her face. I imagine it like this. Let's imagine Getty Images has rights to all of the photos that were taken at the Teen Kids' Choice Awards. Meaning that if there were photos of her, meaning that if you were there, right, you don't have rights to any of the photos that were taken of you. Probably any of the footage either. Point being, this is something from decades ago. And you could tell these celebs did not like slime. Drake asked Halle permission, but he didn't have to, right? He was trying to be courteous. He was trying to be, at least that's what it appeared to be to Halle. Halle said no. Drake did it anyway. So then it showed Drake to be an asshole. Just to, why are you obsessed with Halle enough to want to have a photo of her being slimed? It's bad enough that of all photos that you want to use as a promotional artwork, you choose that of Halle Berry. She's a very cool person. Has Drake mentioned Halle Berry once?
Kendrick Lamar wouldn't do that.
The point I'm making is, you don't have rights to your face. Why is it that Nike, though, can have copyright over a checkmark, right? A curved checkmark. Or Adidas can have copyright on three slanted lines, but you don't have rights to your face. There's a problem with that. We have a problem. But the reason why we have a problem is because we don't care. We just don't care. We don't invest enough in it. people can have copyright claims against all types of people just for having a slight variation, or what appears to be a slight variation, of a Nike sneaker, right? I think the grails for some people, the Rick Owens dunks, not the Geo baskets, the dunks were considered like looking too much like the Nike swoosh or the Nike dunk. Like you literally have rights over like just the shape of, right? Like I don't even know what to say to that. Rick Owens didn't have a signature look on his sneaker. It was just his sneaker. So the fact that we've given companies that much power is dangerous. It's a dangerous precedent because eventually it means that there can be AI, photos of you in really compromising positions and really compromising environments, and you don't have rights to that. Because maybe, unbeknownst to you, you sign them away by entering an event, by registering for an event, by, you know what I'm saying? Like when you go to prom, for example, or when you go to your high school or college reunion, you may have signed your rights away to like the photos that they capture of you. Meaning those photos can be used for whatever purpose, just like Drake did with Halle Berry's photo being slimed. We don't have that control, and we should honestly be more, focused on trying to change that. What's that gonna mean? I think a lot of things are gonna be compromised because we have a lot of creatives doing DIY stuff. We have a lot of people doing some really cool stuff that are playing off of, the kind of clout that was developed by certain brands, but at the end of the day, they're different, right? If you decide to make a jacket that looks like it has a swoosh, but it doesn't, Nike shouldn't be able to go after you. Adidas, right? You have like 3 lines or 4 lines or whatever. Adidas shouldn't have to, right? It shouldn't be able to just, right? That's too much power, man. And no one man
Should have all that power.